This comes to us from Libs of TikTok. Breaking. Stephen Ireland, founder of an LGBTQ plus pride organization, has been sentenced to 30 years in prison for that to that. Why am I not surprised? Now, when you hear him, I'm not going to play this whole video because, my goodness, this is brutal. But just for a few seconds, when you hear this guy.
I see your true colors shining through. I see your true colors, and that's why I love you.
I mean, Jeffrey Dahmer got all the fame for the crazy stuff he was doing back in the day. But it could be argued that this kind of shit's just as bad, just in a different way. And I mean, this is stuff that horror movies are made out of. Except this is real life. This is real life. And here's the thing. There are telltale signs every time you see this kind of thing. And honestly, I'd say it gives a bad name to the gay people that just want to be gay and be gay with someone that's consenting as an adult to be gay with them. Like, have at it. As I always say, I'm going to say it again, whatever you do behind your door at night with two consenting adults or more consulting adults, I really don't care. But you start involving the kids with it, it goes to an extreme that I just can't deal with. It like breaks my brain. It's indoctrination in action. This one also comes from Libs of TikTok. Drag queen in New York grabs a kid and has her paint a rainbow pride crosswalk. Thereafter, your kids. And they always have been. This is, like I said, straight up indoctrination in action. This kid has no idea what they think they're there to paint. You know, they think it's like, oh, this is them trying to plant the seed in their mind to push this propaganda everywhere as the kid grows up and potentially even make them think this direction as they're going through puberty and confusing the hell out of them because they can't procreate. So they have to indoctrinate and they have to get them young. Proof that hate is taught. And all these people together. It's so sad. I feel so bad for this little girl. Like, she has no idea what she's doing. And she'll probably grow up to hate people that are based and looking to start nuclear families and want nothing to do with this shit. This is the kind of stuff that they plant their seeds early to get at them to try to win the battle. They are looking at this as a war, and they have to get more troops in the war, and now they're going at the kids for it. Gross. Absolutely disgusting. And it doesn't stop there. It doesn't stop there because there's a whole, like I said, a whole bunch of these. Another one from Libs of TikTok. This is the governor of Colorado. Why do they all look like that? And they're pushing the trans ideology on top of the LGBTQ stuff, which I got to be honest, like, you want to be LGB, have at it. The trans stuff, I draw lines on that where I'm just like, that gets weird. Like, you more than welcome to do it, but it always seems to happen with people that they always want something to do with the kids, or they want to hurt people, or they're really violent people. There's something wrong with them. It's very strange. And I said, check his hard drive immediately. This should be a automatic hard drive, legal hard drive check and search warrant for your house. If you are seen publicly doing this and you are a city official, this should grant a court order to raid your house. Like, straight up. check the house, check the hard drive, search everything about this guy, because there's probably, more likely than not, some serious skeletons in that closet that I would be willing to guess have a lot to do with people that are not of age of consent. We also have this one from Libs of TikTok. And again, you see a theme here because we're coming to an end of quote unquote Pride Month, which mostly was not a big thing this year. It was a lot more toned down, but still a thing. And Libs of TikTok said on this one, drag queen Alaska Thunderdat calls ICE a terrorist organization, says Pride is a riot, and leads the crowd in F Donald Trump chant. Of course, the drag queens are on the side of foreign criminal invaders. Very normal behavior. So let's hear.
ICE is a terrorist organization.
I would argue that drag queens are becoming a terrorist organization. Good point, Alucard. Alucard says there's still nude in pride parades, or nude pride parades where kids are at. That's still happening. Not just nude, by the way, but like lewd activities happening in plain public view that I saw plenty videos of on X this year from Pride Month parades with kids all around. And how people could try to excuse that is insane to me, because they know they can't. So then they just start to get violent or accusatory or move the goalposts because they know inherently they're wrong. They're effed up in the mind. They can't think normally. They can't think straight. Their ideology is so broken that they want to push it on the world. And because the world's like, yeah, no, we're not doing that, they get violent and spurg out on people.
You know what, we're at Pride, but I want just to have a reminder that Pride is a fucking party, but Pride is also a fucking riot, okay?
So Pride is a party, but Pride is also an effing riot. Like that's what I've noticed with these people too. They think they're so sly and coy with their verbiage. They're like, oh, double entendre there. They can't get me in trouble because riot can mean funny. It's like, no, we know what you're saying when you say riot. You think people are idiots?
I say fuck, you say Donald Trump.
Yeah, these look like a bunch of really normal people that are totally sane. Tell this dude to put a shirt on up front, because yikes, bro. In front of a Goodwill, too. So there's that one. And then we got one more. And this one might be the coup de grace, as they say. This one is to finally end Pride Month. We got Libs of TikTok that says IKEA apparently held a pride parade in their store for customers. Why is IKEA promoting child mutilation and made up genders to kids? Came to IKEA and they had a pride parade. There we go.
I got love them, all right?
Like, I'm not a violent person, but I would have to really restrain myself from knocking this shit over if I saw it getting pushed through a store. I probably wouldn't do anything, but I'd be like, These people are so brain broken and they know what they're doing. They're pushing it on the kids once again. Every time. Like, look at this. Does this look like this is made for adults? Does this look like adults would give a shit about this thing? No. Obviously not. No. This is for kids. Pushing it through an IKEA where kids are. I've taken my kids to IKEA. Like, kids are in IKEA. Families go shopping on the weekend together. And they know that. They think that they're being so sly here. Look at all the stuffed animals. Look at this shit. They're using Finding Nemo tablecloths and everything. Stuffed animals. My Little Pony. Who are all these people? They don't work for IKEA. They couldn't possibly all work for IKEA. This has to be some sort of organized group or company or organization that dressed like they work at IKEA in yellow to make this seem like it's an official thing. There's no way there's no way that guy's actually IKEA. And that guy has a blue jacket over his yellow shirt. Like they're wearing all the IKEA colors and they have name tags and stuff, but I don't think for a second they're actually IKEA employees. Because there's first off, there's way too many of them for one store. And if this is the amount that are in the store, then who's working the cash registers? Who's working the back room? Who's doing anything? They're all just walking right now. This can't be them. But yeah, this is crazy. This is crazy. These people are absolutely nuts. This is the type of stuff. Again, if there was due process for these people to have some sort of mental evaluation and then get them the help they so desperately clearly need in a padded room, I'm here for it. Get them in there. I would not have an issue at all. I wouldn't lose any sleep. In fact, I'd sleep a lot better knowing that all these child predators are in padded rooms. The world would be a much safer place. But I'll leave that there.